You're welcome back to News Now, reaching you live from iBrandTV News Studios in Lagos, Nigeria. Come Sunday, the World Day Against Trafficking in Persons will be marked across the world. The campaign for 2023 aims to raise awareness of disturbing developments and trends identified by UNODC and calls on the governments, law enforcement, public services, and civil society to access and enhance their effort to strengthen prevention, identify and support victims, and end impunity. To help us make sense of issues surrounding this nefarious activity and the challenges it poses for society, we're being joined by Abosede Mary Otukpe, the Executive Director, Denny Social Welfare Hub. Thank you for joining us this afternoon on News Now.
Thanks for having me here.
All right. Now, let's go straight to business. Talk to us. You've been working closely with these victims of trafficking. Let us know what have been your experiences like with these individuals.
Well, it has not been easy because working with victims of human trafficking and irregular migration migrants that they come back from every part of the world, Libya and Europe. And then I think this thing started around 2016, 2017 in Nigeria, that a whole lot of Nigerians are trying to come back. And being a CSO, we try to get to help them through. I'm a social worker, I do counseling parts of it. And also after counseling parts of it, you can't just counsel without not empowering. Even though you ask somebody not to go back to Europe, but there should be something that you demolate, they will have to lay their hands on. So with the help of Nigerian German TIs, they will be able to refer some return migrants to them, and they were able to be empowered.
All right, now talk to us about those who are most vulnerable to fall victim to this scheme.
My God, children can be vulnerable. Children can be playing on the streets and kidnappers can just kidnap them, can take them trafficked. Even don't forget about trafficking, it's not all about people traveling abroad alone. Even people bringing down children, bringing your children to come and work in Lagos, and even unknowing to. There was a case of a child that one woman was trying to claim that they are going outside a particular state, and people were like, the child was looking tattered. And one woman asked, "Are you sure she's your mother?" I said, "No." Immediately, the father said, "No, my mother." Wow. And before you know it, everyone just scream. The guy is almost been trafficked. So, some people can be trafficked in the area of organ harvesters. You know, some people need lungs, kidney, and the like. So, and you can be victim if you are too desperate, if you don't go to the right route. Migration is everybody's right, but do it right. So, and you have to, I think, I want to say something again for Nigerian youth. We should cultivate the habits of DNY, that's do it yourself. We have our Android. You can go on your phone and get to see a whole lot of opportunities, scholarship, how you can travel right. So that you won't continue falling victim.
All right, so I'll come back to this, pretty soon. But let's just talk about some of the measures, safety measures, put in place to really curb or bring this menace to a bearable minimum.
Well, in the area of NAPTIC is trying, that's the National Agency for Trafficking in Persons. The agency is doing a whole lot, and presently, NCFR, that's the National Commission for Refugee and Migrant, that's under the federal government, and they have been doing so much so that there's a signature now, like a coalition of education committee that will come together to work together. Those are in social work, those are into ministry education. So when we work together, we try to get somewhere, but we are still on it. It's a process. It's a process.
All right, so what are the state of support system for victim survivors once they've been freed from their traffickers?
Well, they come in like that. NCFR may be saddled to receive them officially through the help of IOM. Sometimes IOM voluntary return. Those are the ones that they decide to come back home, and then they will come in through chartered flights. And when they come in, officially the Nigerian government will receive them, and then there's a seamless connection between the migration system as immigration, and then there will not be any issue while coming in with any certificate, emergency certificate, travel paper that they normally used to come in. And it has been working fine.
All right, so talk to us, aside from bringing these victims home safely and getting them reunited with their families, what other measures or provisions do they give to these individuals to really make them feel comfortable as they come into their country?
Yeah, they are doing a lot. Once they come in like that, there's a platform for them to get phone. When they do diploma profiling, after profiling them, there will be a number that they will give them when they go back home. So once they have anything to do with them, even now, when Lagos is a landing place, and when they get there, by the time you lead to another state, definitely the other network, CSO, government stakeholder will receive them and trying to integrate them back to society, process of counseling, getting them job, or getting them a vocational training opportunities.
All right, now, before we coast home, I would like to ask you, what is the level of awareness? Because in your letter, in your previous comment, you were talking about those who might have Android phones. Yes, you might have Android phone, but what is the level of awareness, you know, to these victims or to the public if they maybe by virtue of the fact that they were unfortunate fall victim to this kind of ugly situation? What is the level of sensitization
I
there?
think at this point, even though you don't know you are going to be a victim and you eventually be a victim, and you are still having opportunities to have your Android phone, there's a process you can do. There's a live location that you can put, even though you're trying to call somebody. There are a whole lot of agencies that you can just go, even if just rescue, whatever, or like even if it's rescue, I'm a victim or something, there's a particular agencies list of things that can come up. But let me lie to you, if you are in a problem, you might not be able to even handle the Android phone.
Wow.
Do you understand? Because there's a case of a lady that is presently somewhere in Egypt, and I was telling the person that asked me, the person that can the person locate Nigeria as Nigerian embassy? Even it's something so terrible that they might not be able to help themselves. But if you are bold enough, you can still use your phone to get yourself rescued. Even try to tell even somebody at home, or even when you travel, nobody knows. Don't hide your feelings. When you fall victim, try to open up. Don't keep silent. That's just the word. Keep silent.
All right, so what's your advice for those who might find themselves in this situation and to the government at large?
Well, I'll just tell that there's still hope. And then when you fall, you'll rise again.
Wow.
Yeah. And then everybody has, not only people that travel that are victims of Ebola, even as the situation of the country is not, we are not feeling good about it, we are not dying. So for government, we have a lot to do. Government have a lot to do. And then I will also look at the area of Ministry of Education. Let's look at the area of putting this in civic education, maybe putting migrations. Let children be aware from younger age that, okay, even if they know already, there will be less of impurity of this trafficking issues. Even the social studies, strong incorporated to the curriculum.
Thank you very much. We're really pressed for time. Thank you for sharing your thought with us on News Now.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right.